Alright guys, as you can tell from the title of the video, you can basically have an idea where this is going. As you know, last night Universal Tower Defense did a admin abuse and well, they had a big slip up. Now, this can happen sometimes, I press the numbers and accidentally put an extra zero here and there, but 20,000 rerolls was sent out to everyone who was there in the admin abuse. And, well, you know me, I was snuggled up in my bed, taking a nice little rest, and I don't have 20,000 rerolls. If I did, I would have 31,000. I would have been, using those rerolls, trying to get a double ruler or something, but, nope, I did not. There's a lot of characters coming, and I need to save these rerolls I have right now. But other than that, people with rerolls, they are about to, be stacked up, because I believe people can get, double fortune and stuff like that, but, imagine that. The amount of rerolls someone could have just for one unit, you can get ruler, fortune. I mean, it's possible. There's screenshots of people getting it, and it's crazy. But they did release a code to compensate for it, a ruler ticket, but it kind of expires when the update comes around. So I highly recommend using it when the update drops, and if you get one of the new units. But the main focus of this video is will this affect long term for Universal Tower Defense for the update? Now, long term as in for the one update, so I would say short term kind of thing. But there are some more cons than there's to pros. I don't think there's much pros at all to it. Starting off, no one's really gonna be needing any bundles for rerolls. If you think about it, people who are buying, basically, not for any free-to-play players, mostly people who they rely on buying the bundles, because if they were there, that's almost half the player base that was there for the admin abuse has 20,000 rerolls sitting, and you can get pretty lucky or you can get pretty unlucky with hitting pity every time. But the bundles, no one's really gonna buy that. I just really wanted to get that out the way first. Secondly, the player count isn't going to be really as high as expected. Maybe for leading up to the update, because everyone has rerolls now basically, right? They don't need to farm. Maybe farm for fragments, that is it. But 20,000 rerolls, I don't really see anyone needing to farm anything, because they can just wait till the update comes out. Now, the major point that comes with this is admin abuses moving forward. This can have a long-term effect because of this, because they did a big slip up. People are gonna just keep slamming and asking for the same amount of reroll compensation for people who did miss out on it. Me, I did miss out on it, but I'm not gonna ask for 20,000 rerolls, because that's just gonna continuously ruin the economy of the game. Now, they could put ruler tickets for that compensation as well during an admin abuse, because they accidentally slipped up and do that. Now, that is a possibility, but people are just gonna be that's not enough, we want more, we want more. People got 20,000 rerolls and so on. That is where it becomes a huge problem for the game. It kind of cooks them in a way, because it becomes more of a begging thing where people are going to want more and more, because people have gotten that, and although it was a slip up, not expecting it to happen, there are people who are just going to want the same expectations as what people got before, even though it is a slip up, which can cost the game a lot. Now, what I think they should have done when that happened is do a rollback. I'm not sure how rollbacks really work, if they can do it for the past hour maybe and redo the admin abuse, or for the past 10 minutes within that admin abuse that happened. That would be a really good thing, because then they can roll back all the rerolls everyone got. But I'm surprised they didn't do that, because 20,000 rerolls is a lot. When I'm in this game specifically is a lot, because the economy just basically, the reroll economy basically just took a plummet to the floor, and now everyone has rerolls, right? A bunch of rerolls. Most people are probably going to hold on to it, and there's some people who are just going to keep rolling to try and get double traits on specific units, but most people are going to hold on to it, not use it at all, waiting for the next update, or just going to use it on one unit only. That is it. Now, what can they do moving forward with this to actually try and fix this issue is probably hold off on admin abuses for a bit. Let people use out the rerolls, because although people are going to be asking for admin abuses, the best thing to do moving forward is waiting and holding out on the admin abuse until the following update or so on, because by then people are going to probably use out the rerolls they have, or maybe for the upcoming update with the amount of units that they're having, maybe, just maybe, people are going to just use their rerolls there, or most people are going to save it. But you don't want to use an admin abuse right during that update, because people are just going to be asking for the same thing. Now, following updates and so on, you wait to do an admin abuse, people are going to be asking. But you know why? You won't have to put 20,000 rerolls, because people have used their rerolls, and you can just do what you usually do for an admin abuse. The capsule rain, or like 50 rerolls, 100 rerolls, and probably making sure that you don't press 2 zeros by accident. I mean, it happens to the best of us, right? Now, for the people who probably missed it, now that is probably a huge miss, including myself, because I was there for the admin abuse, but I don't know what was going on, so I just left the game and just, you know, go to sleep. And was that the biggest mistake I made? Probably. I should have stayed on and just wait and see. I probably missed it by a second. I don't know, maybe I could have, and I could have gotten 20,000 rerolls, but that was huge on what happened last night. That was probably the biggest thing. A big tank for the game, basically. I don't know especially what they specifically are going to do moving forward, but there are some ideas that they can do. Obviously, it is going to impact the game a lot with how people buy the bundles that they do, specifically people who buy the bundles because they have 20,000 rerolls. They don't really need it. Maybe they buy it for the stat rerolls, but there are free ways to get it. Admin abuses can be a hit or miss, because people are just going to be begging for the rerolls, and so I should say they hold off on admin abuses for a while, and if they do one, maybe a ruler ticket in there, maybe just to compensate for people who did miss it, because people are just going to continuously ask. Like the economy, obviously, it just took a big fat hit to the floor, as I said already. That's basically what I had to say about this. I really just wanted to make a video talking about it, maybe like a way to help moving forward with this. Really huge mistake. 20,000 rerolls of doom and despair, but I really hope they can bounce back in some way because of this and hold off on admin abuses. It happens to the best of us. Sometimes we punch in extra numbers without realizing. Me, I accidentally punch in, like, if I say 1,000,000, I don't even know. Sometimes I press a little extra zero in there without realizing, but maybe they were moving too fast and didn't see the number they did. This is my thoughts on the 20,000 rerolls that were dropped in the admin abuse for UTDX. Huge thing that happened. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. See you guys in the next video. Later.